Good morning everyone. In this lecture we will study about the energy stored in the capacitor. Because the capacitor is used for the store the energy, electrostatic energy. In the capacitors. Let we have parallel plate capacitor and we have plus charge on A and minus charge on B. Let it is Q and it is minus Q. Suppose suppose a dq charge is moving here plus dq charge is moving here, then and the electrostatics field is in this direction. So suppose we have we bring that dq small dq charge from minus q from the plate B to plate A. So in this direction, to move this direction we have to do work. So after that here charge will be at plate A and it is plate A, it is plate B. The charge will be Q plus dq and minus Q minus dq. So the work have to be done to move the charge from plate B to A against the electric field. So work done by the external force is stored as a energy in the capacitor. So work will be small work dq will be equals to V delta dq. When we integrate it, dw equals to from 0 to w and 0 volt to V volt V dq. Now using V can be write as Q upon C and dq 0 to V. We can write this one as small q and this will be capital Q. Q square upon 2C is equal to work done. So the energy stored in the capacitors will be Q square upon 2C. The another form also there we can write in different forms like W is equal to 1 upon 2. Q can be write as CV square upon C. So half CV square. Also we can write it as CV into V and this will be Q into V. So this is also our term of the energy stored in the capacitor. Now parallel plate capacitor. But in parallel plate capacitor we take two plates, one have charge plus Q and another have charge minus Q. This one A, this is B. This is point P and this is side 1 and side 2, Q and minus Q. So and here charge intensity is sigma is charge density and distance between the plates is D, where D is square is less than A square. So E1 will be 0 because 2 sigma epsilon minus sigma 2 epsilon will be 0. Similarly E second sigma upon 2 epsilon minus, it is the electric field outside the outside 1, side 1 be 0. Now if we find the electric field in the middle of two plates, EP is sigma upon 2 epsilon plus sigma upon 2 epsilon. It will be sigma upon epsilon, and sigma can be write as charge upon A upon epsilon. Now this A is the area of plates. This E can be write as V into D. So V upon D. So we can write it as Q upon V is equal to A epsilon upon D. This is C. So from here we can write the capacitance of the parallel plate capacitor is this one. And when we do not use any dielectric between the plates. If we use dielectric in between the parallel plates to reduce the electric field, and when the electric field is reduced, the charge capacity of the plates will be increased. So if we insert dielectric, then electric field be after inserting the dielectric material, E will be sigma minus sigma P upon epsilon. Sigma P is the induced charge density on the material, dielectric material, and V will be A into D. Hence sigma minus sigma P upon epsilon D, and sigma minus sigma B is directly proportional to sigma. So sigma, if we write sigma D upon epsilon naught K, Q D upon A epsilon K, hence can be write as, so C will be K C naught. So it is our final capacitance if we put dielectric material inside the capacitor, and E naught is called permittivity of vacuum. So this is for today. Now last topic is one day graph. One day graph generator. What is the one day graph? One day graph generator is used to build up the high voltage of few of millions order. High voltage of few of million order. This look like as this work on the principle that the potential the charge flow from the lower potential to higher potential. So the structure of one day graph is like that. From here we supply plus. This is the outer is hollow sphere of radius capital R, and this is inner radius of small r. Here we supply plus charge. This is at VR potential, and this is at V capital R potential. So what happened here? This is motor driven pulley. This is insulated support and insulated. This is insulated belt. So what happened here? When we supply the plus charge, the belt bring it in the inside the big hollow sphere, where charge go from lower from belt to outer sphere, because the potential of the inner side sphere is always lower than the outer side sphere. If I write the potential, V small r will be 1 upon pi r epsilon 1 upon 4 pi epsilon q r, due to outer sphere, plus q small q upon r. Let here small q is the small q is the charge on the small, and capital Q is charge on the outer sphere. Likewise, Vr is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon q upon r minus plus q upon capital R. So the difference between the potential will be Vr minus Vr 1 upon 4 pi epsilon is equals to 1 upon R minus 1 upon this one, and this term will be, this is the higher term, so this will be less, and this is the lower, so this will be, so this term will be more. So positive potential, so the positive, this is negative potential, so the potential difference, the potential is here is less than, here is less than, and here is lower. So positive will move higher potential to lower potential. Vr is greater than V, so positive charge moves continuously from inside sphere to outside, and we get the charge of, we get the continuously charge and the voltage potential of millions of high voltage of millions order. So this is how the charge, and this happened, the potential is reached near to the breakdown voltage of the air, which is 3 into 10 to the power 6. So this is all this thing. The basic principle is that charge move from lower higher potential to lower potential. Positive charge move from higher potential to lower potential. For this principle is used in the Van de Graaff generator. Okay, thank you.